snap, I leave your backs in the backfield. Your quarterback scared, I see it in his eyes. Sent the receiver in motion, that's just a disguise. My linebackers, they stepping up. Clog a hole, no letting up. Taking on no big blocks. On fourth down, we get big stops. My secondary is balling out. Your offense keeps stalling out. How many yards? Like none at all. Call the special teams, come punt the ball and it's go. And you never see me fair catch. I get a block and then I'm gone like a Lear jet. My helmet on, pass strap tight. My jersey shining in them Friday night lights. Win, win, we just came to win. Win, win, we.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Red Zone channel, brought to you by Fats Cafe, West End Sales, What's Up, Shopper.com. Welcome, everybody, to KTCBroadcasting.com's Red Zone radio channel. Tonight, we've got live action from 5 games on the audio and radio. We've got video of Burns Bulldogs, and then we've got highlights of 5 other games, and we're going to talk about that first. Let's go ahead and send you out to Burns and watch some of that with the starters in for the Bulldogs before it might get too ugly. They're at Hunter Huss tonight playing against Highland Tech. So we're going to go out there and watch some of this game.
The game on offense yet this year. So, you know, Burns, like I say, might be trying
8-0
things.
already for the Bulldogs.
Definitely want to see your best players out on the field. So why not give it to Haynes, right?
So for the James River Equipment kickoff, it's none other than Ben Mooney, who's filling in for Ensley Camacho, who is unavailable for tonight's game. 11:39 if you're just joining us, and that's on your Main Street Hardware scoreboard. 8-0 Bulldogs, just like that, on their first play from scrimmage. They score a touchdown, and not sure what's going on here. A little confusion. Kind of mesmerized by that changing neon light there for that barbecue sandwich place there.
Looks like they got a food truck back there, don't they?
Yeah, they probably got some good eats over there. Got some food trucks that they've got in here.
Yeah, not sure what the holdup is here. There we go.
We've got it. They're doing it. Oh, my God. This made me so mad last week that Watauga did it, but I will not criticize our coaching staff. I think it's great. Good kick by Ben Mooney. It's going to hit at the 20, and it's picked up by one of the upmen for Highland Tech. He's got it to the 30 before he's ridden down there. It looks like 19 was in there. Kamari Surratt along with some others. But pretty good starting field position for the Rams.
That's Whitted on the run back there. Brings it up to about the 34-yard line. So that's where the Highland Tech Rams will take over its opening drive.
So 34-yard line, if you're just joining us on your Main Street Hardware scoreboard. 11:28 left to go in the first half. 8-0 Bulldogs. And here come the Rams. And they'll go shotgun set. H-back over there to the right, 2 wide receivers. Single back set, man comes in motion. Ball is back, and little play action trying to get the corner. It looks like he will, and up comes, whoa, I tell you what, it looked like L.J. Allen tried to lay the wood to him and missed him, and it's going to be a nice gain for Highland Tech. 11 yards. Let's see where they spot it.
It looks like it was a first down.
Yeah,
Yep.
to the 45. That's an 11-yard run and a Falston Pharmacy first down.
Yeah, that was Cameron Newman. Check that on the run for Highland Tech there.
So Newman's the quarterback, correct? Newman 4.
They got him listed as a running back and strong safety, but they might have been in a wildcat.
4 is Shepard, right?
4 is Shepard, yes.
Yeah. So that's Shepard at quarterback. That's 4, isn't it?
Now, number 1 ran that ball, correct?
Okay, so 1 ran it. No, that's 4. And that's going to be another keep to the right side. Pretty good gain for he's stacked up by a few Bulldogs and pushed back. Marshall McGowan there. And 6, Jeter, as you said, getting a little action there on the stop.
Yeah, glad to see Jeter back in action tonight for Burns for sure.
See where they spot it, but that's another good gain, 4-yard run. So Highland Tech, a pretty successful first couple of plays. And Burns' defense, needs to settle down here a little bit and take them a little bit more seriously because it looks like it's Shepard and Newman
can run
the football.
Yeah. Hinton has been the leading passer for Highland Tech this year, but haven't seen him out there yet.
I think they're rotating guys at quarterback, and number 10, check that Rankin into the game. And 4-man front for Burns. Shotgun again. And Highland Tech looks like they're going to try to run out of this formation. And they're waiting a long time. I think somebody moved, and that's going to be a false start against the Rams.
Yep. Set up, back them up 5.
So first penalty of the game goes against the Rams, wipes out their first their first down, nice gain of 4. So that puts them behind the sticks now, 2nd and 11.
Let's give a shout out to folks listening from Ohio. Joe Weibel's parents, Pat and Walt, listening from way up in Ohio today. So thanks for tuning in to the game tonight.
It's not way up there. It's not Alaska. It's Ohio. 2nd down and 11. And shotgun set again. Burns a lot of guys around the line of scrimmage. They're expecting run here. Both those defensive ends standing up. McGowan's after him and chases him down from the backside, but that's not who got him. It looks like 75.
That's Hopper.
Hopper put him down, and I think that's going to be the first tackle for loss for the Bulldogs. Loss of 2 brings up 3rd down and about 12 or 13 yards.
Yeah, good job of Hopper getting across the line and getting him behind the line of scrimmage there. So,
see, that's what I mean. It's a shame that if you're Highland Tech, you get the nice run, you set up 2nd and manageable, you get the dumb penalty, you have the negative play. Now you're behind the sticks.
Yeah, I was impressed when Newman has some speed coming around that edge.
Yeah.
See if they go back to that play here.
So it's 3rd down.
Might be a penalty flag.
Let's see what they got.
I didn't see it on the field, but
well, they've stopped the clock. 9:09 on your Main Street Hardware scoreboard. The dial-a-down was incorrect, Matt. I think that's why they had to get it straight.
Yep.
First down run, then the penalty, then the tackle for loss. Now it's 3rd down. So in the gun again. Is that Newman or Shepard?
I think that's – I can't tell from here.
It's hard to tell. I think they might have been rotating that.
I think it's both of them. I think
they rotate. And that's 6. Now, hands off, and that's 4. Oh, what laid the wood to him was
Nick
25.
Vinson.
Nick Vinson.
Wow.
Gave him a mouthful of shoulder there and put him down, and I don't know if he gained anything. Let's see where they spot it. Yeah, they're going to give him a gain of 1. It's 4th and 11.
Nick Vinson laid him out.
I gave him a shoulder sandwich there, just took him right to the ground. Clean hit. Looked like he got him in the sternum.
He hit him with a shoulder pad for sure.
Yeah.
So on the punt, we'll have Ryan Thompson back deep. And we got number 5. That's a lot. That's Whitted back to punt for Highland Creek.
It was 6.
Highland Tech.
6 Hinton, I believe, took that, and then Shepard 4 was the ball carrier. And the snap is back, and Jeter looked like he was coming in for the block. Pretty good punt, angled out of bounds. It bounced over there around the 30. We'll see where they spot it.
Yeah, so, Burns again will start off in fairly good field position here.
So Burns will get it with 8:06 left to go, first quarter. First, they've run one offensive play, a 62-yard touchdown.
So like we see Graham Warlick out there, wide receiver. Got Surratt, Ryan Thompson, usual guys. Jeremiah Norris in the game. L.J. Allen lined up to the left.
So they're going to mark it at the Burns 35. So trips to the right, 1 to the left. Mooney in the gun, throws it. And it's complete. I believe that's Allen to the 40, to the 45, and then he'll be gang tackled there, but near a Falston Pharmacy first down.
Yeah, I think he got close to it, about the 45. It'll be right on the stick if it's not a first down.
And
I'll be a little bit short.
They're calling it 2nd down, so give him 9 on the pass. 2nd down and 1. Highland Tech trying to get lined up on their defensive front. Mooney in the gun again, 3 wide receivers. Norris beside him, and a little pitch play to Norris. He'll try the right side to the 45. Makes a man miss to the 50. Makes another man miss. Pulled down nicely there by number 3. But he's got the ball to the 46-yard line. Gain of 9. First down. Falston Pharmacy first down.
Yeah, good little run there by Norris. Brought down by Cyrus Robinson of Highland Tech. Does move the stick, but I think we got a penalty flag.
It's going to be a penalty, so that's going to not wipe out the first down. And
I didn't see that at first, but
yeah, let's see where they said illegal block in the back, and that's a spot foul. They spotted the illegal block at the Burns 43, so they're going to mark it back to the 33-yard line. So that is a de facto 12-yard penalty against the Bulldogs.
Yeah, it's unfortunate there. You want to try to clean it up as much as we can tonight.
So that makes it the 2nd down. What do they got? Well, 2nd down and about 12. Mooney in the gun, has time, looks, going to throw over the top, wide open to Surratt. He's got it, 30, 20, 15, 10, 5. Numbers, bookkeeping, touchdown for Kahari Surratt. And just like that, it's 14-0 Burns, Matt.
Yeah, good little out route, Kahari. Nothing fancy about that. Good ball by Ben Mooney. Touchdown Burns.
So what'd you have?
They're waiting for Avery.
They're probably afraid to do anything other than, give them a little patty cake over there with all the holding penalties coming out.
So it's now 3rd down and very long. Situation you don't usually find West Lincoln in with their ball control running offense.
See if they go to the air here.
Ponder in motion. Handoff.
Oh,
There's a
Winnick
fumble.
puts it on the carpet.
Allen puts it down. Tries to pick it up, and he loses it again. And Mangine falls on it for Bandy, so a turnover. Fumble by West Lincoln.
Yep, the handoff to Winnick never took place. Allen, I can't say I blame him for trying to scoop it up on 3rd down, but you got to realize at that point you're actually going to go for it on 4th down. You're not going to punt that close to your own end zone or the Bandy's end zone.
And it wasn't a bad decision because when he picked it, if he had picked it up clean, there was some room in front of him to get around the right side and possibly get most of the – I don't know if he'd have gotten the 1st down, but it had been close. So Bandy's takes over after the turnover at their own 28-yard line. Wesson back to pass, throws out into the right flat. He's got a completion to Cash Obregon, but he's brought down immediately. Short gain on the play for Bandy's. Gain of about 3. Obregon, their leading receiver, had 10 catches coming in.
Didn't get but 2, 1.5. Huh?
I think what you'll see Bandy's do, they came out and they threw the long one, but I think you'll see them throw some short ones, then maybe look to go and hit another long one again. See if they can soften up the defense. 2 wide receivers down here at the bottom. So, I swear somebody looks like they're offside. Those 2 down here are so close together. Pitch out. Nolan Jones takes it. He's going around the left side. He's got room.
There come all the laundry.
Oh, okay.
Heard a holding call coming out of the West Lincoln coach's office after they hit us up several times, and it was rather blatant. Several referees threw their flags. They actually piled up in the exact same spot. That one is coming back.
Yeah,
the old white hat is.
I don't know if you can hear on the air, but we have the West Lincoln coaches box next to us in the press box, and they were looking for a get-even holding call on that one.
So I think they held more on that one play than we did on our whole drive.
So the holding call goes against Bandy's. Nolan Jones' run is wiped out. And it pushes the ball back. It's going to be 2nd and 17 on the spot foul. 3 wide receivers. Wesson throws it out in the flat. He's got Obregon again. He climbs the ladder to go bring it in, makes the catch, but can't advance it any further. Gets it just out over the 30-yard line. They mark it right at the 30-yard line, so gain of about 9 on that play. It'll be 3rd and 8.
Ron's not even here tonight, but he's wishing happy birthday to everybody. Happy birthday to Ron, too, because every week he says it's his birthday.
I'm not sure we've seen the same formation from Bandy's yet tonight. Now they've got 3 out to the side.
They got an unrecovered receiver in the slot.
Yes, they do. Wesson looks. He's throwing long. He's looking down the field, but it's out of bounds. He led his receiver, Logan Williams, a little bit too far to the left sideline. Yep. He was open, but it was a good 3 or 4 yards out of bounds. So Bandy's will punt on 4th down. The kicker comes in. That's Fletcher Harris, who attempted the field goal earlier. Back for West Lincoln will be Jalen Winnick. He's going to line up at about his 30-yard line.
Of 5 yards on first down, as that play just had no chance, man.
Yeah, good job with Bulldog defense. Backs them up about 6 yards.
That is the second tackle for loss for the Bulldogs tonight.
It's like about.
That's a 6-yard
Looking downfield. He's going to go deep. That is Green. And it's going to drop right in his arms. Green's at the 10. He's at the 5. And he is waiting on the single. Touchdown, Chargers. So Crest comes right back, and they respond with a touchdown. Husky to Green. Coach, how about that play?
And that was 72 yards, and he was wide open. And what a perfect throw.
Tell you what, he's one of those guys, you got to find him. You got to be aware where he is. Husky did a great job of getting the ball into his hands. So Crest responds to that Ashbrook score, and the Chargers are going to line up again to attempt this extra point. Unbelievable. Tell you what, a young man who after that Shelby game received 5 or 6 college offers was Green. There's the snap. Kick is up. And let's make it 2 for 2 for the Chargers. Extra point's good. So 14-7. The Chargers lead on the No Malarkey Mr. Sparky scoreboard. You're listening to high school football right here on WOHS, a WestonSales.com broadcast.
Have you got a ping, bang, ding?
3:39 to go. We're now tied 8-all. Thomas Jefferson and Bessemer City will step away for a quick timeout on Downtown Radio.
For Daniels, and he is wide open at the 30, and he's going to go all the way to the house. A 50-yard touchdown pass from Dalen Lee to Milan Daniels. And the Golden Lions are off to the races here tonight in the first quarter.
It'll be 5 minutes left. They've already scored 3 touchdowns, Matt.
Yeah, 3 John Brown All-State touchdowns on the board for Shelby here. All 3 of them coming on long passes over the top. Again, that just looked like a little miscommunication between the corner and the safety. The cornerback there was playing tight on the receiver, and he got right by him, and there was no help on the back end. And another easy touchdown pass for Shelby.
It's Berkowitz to attempt the point after for the Golden Lions.
2 for 2 so far tonight. What'sUpShopper.com extra point is up, and it is good. And so the Golden Lions leading 21-0 on the No Malarkey Mr. Sparky scoreboard after 3 long touchdown passes from Dalen Lee. And we got 5 minutes left here in the first quarter when we come back on WCSL.
At Williams Auto and Truck Sales in.
You couldn't ask for better field position than Ashbrook has had.
Does he have it? Touchdown! I mean, 2-pointer as good as Haynes tapped the toes in the corner of the end zone. And that's a 2-point conversion, making it 24-0 Burns. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
When it comes to taxes, you need to see the tax professional. That's
perspective is he got about 10 yards before anybody made contact with him, and then he drug some guys about 10 more yards. So that's 1st and 10 now for Ashbrook. They're down to the Charger 22, and it's 14-7 Crest, and there's 4:25 left here in the first quarter on the No Malarkey Mr. Sparky scoreboard.
Coach, if this turns into a shootout like 2 weeks ago, I'm going to take a nap back here at the back at halftime.
I'm here to tell you.
Best comes up now beside his quarterback. Last time he did that, I believe he went for a touchdown. So Crest has to be ready. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Snap handed to Bess, and he's got it again, getting some yards.
Yep, he's going to have about 6 yards, so it's going to be 2nd down and 4. He's all the way down to the Chargers 16.
And this is what Ashbrook wants to do offensively. Stay ahead of the chains, positive yardage on those runs. They don't want to be forced into a passing game, so get it 2nd and 4 now for the Green Wave.
You take a look at their right tackle. He is absolutely huge. And then the tight end beside him, those are 2 really big guys.
That's pretty good. That's a pretty good group to run behind right there.
Most of his damage has been to the left side, though.
Yeah. He's going to come up to beside him. Let's see. He's going to take the handoff. This time going to get through the line again. Another positive yardage. Going to get down to about the 4-yard line is Bess.
That is the 3rd first down for the game. 2nd first down back-to-back. And, again, our first downs are sponsored by CSI Mechanical of Shelby. 1st and goal for
Understand the kicker for Crest, Nick Sanchez. So first and goal here for the Green Wave. Under center this time. Best in the backfield. There's a snap. Quarterback keeper going to push up the middle. And he's going to work his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Going to make it 14-13 on the No Malarkey Mr. Sparky scoreboard. Got an update on that Shelby game. Shelby already up 21-0 over Cherville. Big thank you to Kevin Hastings for that score.
Tavon Leslie with the 5-yard touchdown run. .253 left here in the first quarter, and the attempt for point after by number 35, and we'd tell you his name if he was on the roster.
Wish we had it. There's the snap. Kick is up, and the kick is good. So we're tied at 14 on the No Malarkey Mr. Sparky scoreboard. You're listening to high school football right here on
Pretty
WHS.
good wide receiver. Good hands. Went up on the one, goes down and gets this one. So it's first down, Bandy's across on the 43-yard line of West Lincoln. Another handoff to Spicer up the middle. He gets 5 yards before he gets hit. He's stacked up by the middle of the West Lincoln defense. Xander Harrelson was among those making the tackle, but there were quite a few Rebels in on that one. So we're down to 16 seconds. The play clock is above that, so this will probably be, if they get it off, this will be the last play of the first quarter. Obregon goes in motion out to the right. Hand off to Nolan Jones up the middle. He's hit. The ball comes out after he hits the ground. Tackle is made by number 11, Nathan Rye. Good hit by Rye, but that'll be the end of the first quarter. No score here at West Lincoln. We'll be back with the second quarter in just a minute.
And they're heavily favored. Quarterback wants to go to the air. He's going to go deep downfield, and he's going to overthrow everybody. The intended receiver was Randall Pettis, and JB, I noticed that he was well covered.
Absolutely. Good job by TJ defensively there. Number 5, Jameer Holmes, he throws that ball. So he threw that 35 yards. It didn't look like he even did anything.
That's right.
Just flicked it with his wrist. And he is a great-looking quarterback for Bessemer City.
You know, if some more things could have been in place for him, and I'm not going to say they still can't have a good season and maybe get to the playoffs and win a game or two, because we know in North Carolina, when you get into the 1A and 2A levels, there's a lot of teams with losing records that make the playoffs. But I'm telling you what, this guy shows that he's got potential.
He didn't even put his legs into that bad.
You're exactly right. I noticed that too. He's wanting to go to the air again, JB. He's got nobody to go to. Now he's going to take running. Can they bring that big body down? He goes to the 32, maybe 33, and they're still well short of the first down marker, which is, by the way, is at the 45.
Yeah, they will stop now. Bessemer City there on good job defensively by Thomas Jefferson now, being able to get good field position right here for their offense. But Santiago back for Thomas Jefferson received the punt of the pigskin.
Yep, that punt of the pigskin by our friends at Corner Barbecue, where it's brisket each and every Friday. I bet it was delicious today, folks. There's the punt, barely getting it off. The pressure was coming. Let's see if they get a chance for a return here. Everybody get out of the way. That ball is rolling like crazy. And somebody thought that maybe number 23, that's the Lineberger, might have touched the ball for TJ, but the official was standing right there, and he did not indicate that the ball was tapped or touched. It'll be Thomas Jefferson's ball at the 34.
Yeah, I think they're very fortunate in that call, because I'm pretty sure he did touch that pigskin there, Paul. However, very fortunate with TJ offensively here. Coming out, Jay Skipping at quarterback there. Spread look, 2 on the left-hand side for Thomas Jefferson offense.
And Jace Gibbon remains at the QB position. They'll go to Weatherford again. He's got a hole, and he busts through the defense across the 40, very close to the first down marker, which is sitting at the 44.
Yes, there'll be another Meepolito first down there. Good run by Weatherford on first down there.
Let's give him 11 yards, and that young man's having quite a night. He's putting up some good numbers. He had the 7-yard touchdown earlier. He's had other runs tonight of some 5 yards, 8 yards, 3 yards. So his totals are going up. Here's a pitch ahead and running in front of the defense and all the way inside the Bessemer City 45-yard line. That's a good-looking run there. David Hargo.
He's been all over the football field for Thomas Jefferson. I was playing defense, offense, special teams for TJ there. Very good player for them. You can see it looks like TJ has got a little bit better since that bye week.
That seems to be the case. It's another Mi Pablito first down. And we have got flags down right after the snap of the football here. It was a running play, but this was going to be wiped away. This may be an offensive penalty here.
The sideline interference call on Bessemer City.
Okay, well, fortunately it was not against Thomas Jefferson.
So it may just be a warning.
Yep, you're exactly right. That's another one of those ball stick forwards penalties this time. Just a warning. The ball's at the 43-yard line. And it's still going to be first down and 10. And again, that's Thomas Jefferson at the Bessemer City 43, given to Weatherford. And again, he wants to run off that right side. And each time it looks like they're going to get him right at the line of scrimmage. And he makes a move to find yardage, and he gets to the 39-yard line.
He's only 5'11", 180 pounds, according to the depth chart there for Thomas Jefferson. But a good-looking run, good-looking player for Thomas Jefferson. We called his name a few times last year for TJ. Already hitting some big plays tonight. If they can have this success on first down, they should be very, very happy at the end of this ballgame.
That's right. We're down to only 23 seconds to go in a tie game at 8-8 in the first quarter. Weatherford again, he's just trying to run down and wear out that defense with what he's doing. He gets this time to the 37.
Once again, after contact there, he got about 2 or 3 extra yards there. Yeah, man, pretty much at the line of scrimmage there. He just keeps turning those legs and puts him in another third and short situation. Exactly where Thomas Jefferson wants to be.
That is going to be the last play of the first quarter. We won't get off another one. We've had a good game so far. Two teams very hungry for a win. And on the Stanton Enterprise McDonald's scoreboard, home of those world-famous fries, after one quarter, it's Thomas Jefferson 8, Bessemer City 8.
Your future.
All right, everybody, welcome back. Golden Lions set to kick it back to the Ironmen. And the ball fell off the tee, so they'll have to reset.
Yeah, I'm real impressed with Shelby. Real impressed with their passing game. Not run the ball too much. Only 3-7. That's wrong. They've only ran the ball 3 times.
Yeah, not a whole lot of running.
That's
they don't
it.
really need to. They've got touchdown passes of 50 yards, 37 yards, 50 yards, and 36 yards. So attacking deep down the field and finding a whole lot of success here in the early going. Got some more score updates for you here, folks. Hendersonville leading RS Central 7-0. Burns now up 24-0 on Highland Tech. Bessemer and Thomas Jefferson still tied at 8. North Lincoln up 3-0 on Statesville. Brevard up 13-0 on East Rutherford. Huss and Kings Mountain now tied up 7-7.
I knew that wouldn't last long.
Ashbrook and Crest all tied up 14-14. And here's another surprising score, Danny. Bandy's leading West Lincoln 7-0.
Wow. And
That's
West
it.
Lincoln unbeaten.
Yeah,
Right.
and Bandy's hasn't won a game.
Wow.
So that would
It's
be
early, Matt.
That would
It's
be
early.
quite the surprise.
All
Just
right, first and 10 right here for the Cherville Ironmen. We're in the first quarter with 2:45 on the clock.
Go back set for
Ironman
Mooney.
again
Claps
starting
the
at their
hands,
own
has it,
20
and
after the
fakes to
touchback.
Norris. Now wide open,
They're in the
Surratt. 20,
shotgun.
15, 10, 5. Into the end zone for a numbers bookkeeping touchdown. That'll be a 24-yard touchdown. Surratt's second of the game, Matt.
Yeah, good little screen pass there to Surratt. I'm going to tell you what, though. Go back and look at the tape of that. Ryan Thompson and Graham Warlick both had good seal blocks to get him pave the way for that touchdown on the right side there.
Yeah, it was a good little play action there to Norris. I thought he was going to get the football, and then he just threw it out there and got Surratt involved again. And now the Neelan Cole 2-point conversion, and that's just going to be a direct snap Thompson, who just kind of walks into the end zone. So that makes it was that 32-0, an unusual score, 32-0 on your Main Street Hardware scoreboard. We'll be back.
Little slow get there. Maybe a gain of 3 on the play. We got a player down for West Lincoln, though. Curtis Goins. Little slow getting up, but he's hobbling back to the huddle. He wants to stay in the game. So gain of 2, it'll be 2nd and 8 from the 33. We'll keep an eye on Goins.
Imagine they were running to the other side one time.
Pitch. Avery around the left side. He's got room. Dekes around a couple of men. Works his way forward. Gets out to the 45-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds. But that'll be a Turner Hauser Insurance first down. Nice run by Avery. Not just the straight ahead version, but made a couple people miss.
Picked up about 11 there.
Gets out to the 45, gain of 11. One wide receiver out to the left. Pitches to Avery around the left side again. Not much there. 4 Bandy's Trojans waiting for him at the 47-yard line, but a flag goes up late. This may be a late hit out of bounds. Referee's pointing towards Bandy's. There were 4 players there from Bandy's. Yeah, personal foul. So it was a late hit out of bounds. They had 4 players there. They didn't need to keep pushing.
No.
It is Avery, but 4 players is enough to bring him down in that situation.
Right. You only got to step out of bounds once.
So they get, with the penalty, they get down to the 37-yard line of Bandy's. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Rebels. Avery in the backfield. Winnick out to the left. Handoff is to Winnick coming back to the left.
He got into the hole quick.
Got across the 35-yard line to the 34. So a gain of 3.
Oh, they're going to say he only got 2?
Oh. That's not the spot I would have given them.
No, thought he had a little more than that. Must have been where his knee went down.
Those are one of those, I see.
Yeah.
Okay. So West Lincoln lined up on the left hash. Most of the formation to the left. And the play is to the left. Avery gets it. Breaks through a hole. He's got a big hole. He's open. Across the 10, the 5. Touchdown, West Lincoln.
He actually got tripped up around the 25, kept his feet under him. 35 yards to the end zone. Goes Avery on an explosive run. Just happens anytime. He gets a little hole. Nobody on the defense makes solid square contact. Like I said, somebody did catch one of his feet full stride.
Yes.
He kept his balance.
He's so strong and
stayed
kept
on
his
feet.
balance and really didn't slow him down very much.
Yeah, we were saying that before the game. He'd take one hit and he'd stay in stride.
So the extra point is attempted by West Lincoln. The kick is good. It wasn't pretty, but it went over the bar between the posts, and it still counts as a What's up, Shopper?
Kick is good. So the Golden Lions pull ahead 35-0 on the No Malarkey Mr. Sparky scoreboard. 1:33 left to play here in the first quarter when we come back.
Since 2008, Bennett Insurance Agency.
Go to YouTube, the Red Zone, KTC Broadcasting Red Zone, where they are showing scenes of the big plays and the scores from this game tonight and many others. They're going to keep it on the ground. And again, they're going to go to the dangerous Terrence Smith. And there he goes again, JB. He's at the 41-yard line.
Yeah, what's happening right now is their Bessemer City is winning that line of scrimmage between the offensive line and defensive line and getting positive yards on first down until TJ decides to stop that. I think that Bessemer City will continue to hit those holes right in the middle of the field.
It'll be second down and short coming up.
We talked about number 11 offensively there for Bessemer City's in the slot now for the Yellow Jackets. So let's see if they take a shot over the top with him.
You're talking about Pettis. They got those triple receivers to the far side. Quarterback will decide to keep it, and he's so big and so tough to get down, but three guys will come together for that TJ defense, and he'll lose yardage.
Yeah, good job by TJ on the far side of the field, just stacking it up there, bringing the ball carrier down. So right now it looks like about 3rd and 5 now for the Yellow Jackets right here. Big play call for them. TJ Dishman needs to stop to keep this score tied.
Well, I talked about looking at some video that was available out there on the internet from that last game for Thomas Jefferson. And that was one of the good things for a team still fighting for that first win was the fact that they forced so many turnovers in that game with Community School Davidson a few weeks ago. And their defense there showed they can get a hold of the big QB. And they're forcing them into a 3rd and 4 now instead of 3rd and just 1 or 2. Bessemer City wants to talk it over. They have decided to burn the timeout.
Yeah, Bessemer City coach did not like that play call. They had lined up there, a couple of players out of position, try to call a timeout, get that play formation right.
7:35 to go, and on the Stanton Enterprise McDonald scoreboard, Bessemer City hosting Thomas Jefferson. It's our game of the week, and we've got an 8-8 tie game right now.
Got an update on Polk and Patton game for us. There, Polk is 0-0 in the first quarter there. Good battle going on between those two schools.
Polk County in the conference trying to get an important win. They're 2-2 so far this season. So here come both teams back out of the timeout. Let's see what Bessemer City's going to draw up for their big senior quarterback. He stands 6'1",
35 at the 30, working his way to the right. Makes a
man
man miss, and he's still on his feet, still making guys miss. 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown. That's a Ryan
Field. That's a tough play to make and not get any blocks in the back call. And you see that a lot, and you get penalized.
He caught that ball on the right side of the field, and he scored at the left pylon. He brought it all the way 50 yards, the whole width of the field back.
I like your little Chris Berman impression.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah, I know. I watched it too much when I was a kid, and I think that's Nick Vincent. Chris Berman's one of my heroes, I guess. I just can't help it. I listen to him so much.
The far corner, and just like that, they take the lead on a 20-yard touchdown pass.
Yeah, another good pass by Jameer Holmes. They're just going to the near side of the football field. They lay the ball right on the wide receiver's hands there. So number 5 making his presence known tonight for the Yellow Jackets here on senior night.
Jamari Holmes hitting Javontre Duff, and that is Duff's second touchdown of the night. He had a huge one earlier tonight of 61 yards. This time it's a 20-yarder, and he's helped the Yellow Jackets go back on top.
So they're going to go for 2 points here again.
Quarterback looking, wanting to throw it in the air. He's got his man, and he is going to get into the end zone. Randall Pettis is successful on the reception for the 2-point conversion. So far tonight, Bessemer City.
Welcome back, folks. Danny Anchor, Matt Chapman. I believe it's third down, Matt, and a long,
maybe
3rd and
14, I think it is.
For the Ironman. Ironman looking for another first down. They accumulated one first down there early in first quarter. We are in the second quarter, 35-0, and is the score. The Golden Lions over the Cherryville Ironmen. The Ironmen are backed up, I believe, but they're on the 15-yard line. Third down.
Yeah, we'll see what Coach Pruitt dials up here on 3rd and long.
The Ironmen have used all of their timeouts here in the first half.
Yep. Looks like Abram Avery and Hunter Jackson, the two receivers, one to either side of the formation. Miller in the shotgun. Bolin and Moss next to him. Takes the snap. Play action fake. Looking back the other way. Lets it go.
Ooh.
Off the hands of Rayshawn Sewell. Tight coverage there. And the ball falls incomplete. I believe that was number 10, TJ Griffin, on the coverage. And the
good pass.
It was.
It's a very good pass.
It found the hands of Sewell, just unable to bring it in.
If he catches it, you're probably going to see the second first down of the game for the Ironmen.
Yeah, he was right there, right at the marker, maybe a yard shy of it, but if he falls forward, probably enough for the first. Instead, it's another punt for Justin Hauser.
Well, they're going to be Shelby Golden Lions are going to
come
hard. They're going to come after it here.
Isaiah Bridges back at the Cherryville 40 to field the punt.
Shay Smiller pointing out some blocking schemes there and to try to keep the – well, there's an offside right there.
Yeah, flag comes in at the snap.
Who was that big guy?
Is that 18? 13?
13.
I think you called his name earlier.
That's Tyler Boyce, 6'2", 282, Matt.
Yeah.
And a senior.
They're actually going to call it on the Ironman.
On the Ironman, okay.
I think it might have been an illegal substitution, maybe too many players on the field. Back them up 5 yards. So now.
First penalty assessed against the Ironman.
Yeah, Hauser going to have to punt from his own end zone.
You're going to have to get it away real quick, too, man.
Yeah, need a good snap. Need the protection to hold up here. Like you said, Shelby's coming after it.
They're going to get good field position regardless.
Yeah, Bridges set up at the Cherryville 30 to field it. It's a good kick
Pretty
from
good
Hauser.
kick.
Drives him back to the 40 where he takes it. He's got a little running room down the left side. He's got a lot of space. He's inside the 20, inside the 10, and he's going to go all the way. Isaiah Bridges, a 41-yard punt return for a touchdown. The 6th John Brown All-State touchdown of the first half here for the Shelby Golden Lions.
That comes in the second quarter at the 11:40 mark.
And Perkowitz will come back out. He's 5 for 5 on his whatsupshopper.com point after tries.
That Bridges is really, really quick, man.
Yeah, he is. He's
little,
a blur out
but
there.
He's got good feet.
Snap and the kick up, and it is good. So the Shelby Golden Lions, via a special team score, take a 42-0 lead on the No Malarkey Mr. Sparky scoreboard. 11:40 left to play in the first half when we come back on WCSL.
Carpenter Porter Funeral and Cremation.
Blocking there for bed.
And there comes another flag. He's going to complete the pass, and it's going to come back.
Ball's fumbled.
Ball's out.
And Ashbrook has recovered it.
And Ashbrook's going to recover the fumble.
So that's number 23 for Crest. Had a great run after the catch, and that was Tank Ruff. But then actually he fumbled the ball. So you had a penalty. It looked like it was going to be where it would be holding called on the Chargers, but that'll be declined, and it was a hold called on Crest. That'll be declined, so it will be another turnover, second turnover by the Chargers tonight.
And I tell you what, once again, good starting field position for this Green Wave offense. We'll see the Green Wave going to come out again. 3 receivers to the left, 1 over here to the right. Pistol formation. Crest defense has been on the field a lot this last little bit. They're going to bring him up, Best up beside of him. I think this is their best formation. Best going to take the handoff. And he's going to break through, maybe get a couple yards. And we got a flag. See what we have here.
Holding.
Holding on the greenway.
That's one of those horrible. That's one of those horrible holding penalties because the hold happened 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage. So that's going to turn into a 15-yard holding penalty.
So starting to see the laundry fall. And they called a penalty against the Chargers too, Coach. So those will offset. So we thought we had to hold, and there was a hold. I believe they called face mask.
So we're just right back to where we were.
Back to 1st and 10. So everybody got a nice little practice play there. Now let's do it for real.
One thing, though, that you got to say, the Chargers have done a much better job the last 4 or 5 plays by Ashbrook. They haven't been gashed with the running back. They had him stopped for no gain when apparently they grabbed him by the face mask.
And here comes another flag.
And where that's thrown, that'll be a false start on one of those offensive linemen. But like I say, we're seeing a lot of laundry right now.
I'm telling you what, you get a flag, and you get a flag, and you get a flag. So that's going to back them up 5.
So 1st and 15, 6 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Ashbrook leads 17-14. But got to say, in the last 4 minutes, the Charger defense has basically stood up.
Playing much better. And off to Best again. Best picks away, almost gets back to the original line of scrimmage. Pick up about 4, I think.
And again, just to show you how much better the Charger front is playing, he did everything he could to pick up those 5 yards.
Yeah.
So no more of these run 10 yards and nobody touch you. So the Crest defensive front, if I wasn't so old and I could read those numbers, I would give some props because they deserve it.
Well, we know Day Pettis is out there. Looks like
the numbers bookkeeping touchdown from 20 yards out, and it's 46-0 Burns.
A little back corner pass there. Good connection there. But Ben Mooney, LJ Allen, I tell you what, man, he's an athlete, Tom. Just went up there and caught the ball. It was just right over top. It was well played, well covered by Highland Tech, but just excellent job there by LJ Allen.
Well, the referee did a good job there taking his time, making sure that LJ Allen had that.
He kind of rolled over to his side, so he just made sure he had the ball there.
Yeah, so that is 46-0. Nealon Cole extra point. They're going to do a little throw, and that one's Kahari Haynes tries to throw it, but no good. So the score will remain 46-0 Burns. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
And it's going to be close to the first down. And again, the favorite receiver, that's number 12, Preston Torrance.
So good job there.
And it is going to be enough for a first down. So that's the first time he's thrown a pass that looked like he was comfortable at all.
All those first downs brought to you by CSI Mechanical. So 1st and 10 now for the Green Wave. Ball at the 47-yard line.
Green Wave have 6 first downs. Chargers still only have 1. Of course, they have 2 long touchdown plays, but still.
So we see that pistol formation here. There's the handoff. Best takes it.
And again, just not much there.
Again, good job by the interior defensive line of the Chargers.
Number 17, Lyric Pettis was, he's up there as well. Looks like number 50, Keon Chin.
Yes.
Am I reading that? Am I reading that number correctly? He's one of the interior linemen, and so again they're doing a great job. And number 4, Brandon McCall, is up. Again, he's up on the line of scrimmage, and so Crest is saying, okay, guys, we're going to put a lot of guys up here and make you try to throw the ball.
That's right. Yeah, try to see if they can make them put it in the air.
I mean, they've got everybody within 4 yards of the line of scrimmage.
Best is going to take the handoff. Crest once again gets some penetration and a nice play there. That's number 14 on the tackle.
That's Aiden Carson. playing defense now. And, again, that's going to be a 1-yard loss. And, again, Chargers, I mean, literally they've got three linebackers, and they're about 4 yards off the ball, and then they're press coverage in the face of the split ends, and then they've walked up other guys. They got 5 guys down on the line of scrimmage, 3 linebackers. You got 8 guys, and then the other three, the corners and safeties are playing man-to-man. Well, now they're going to back up into cover 2 because it's 3rd and 11. You got to figure that Ashbrook's going to have to throw the ball. We're down to 2:30 left here in the first half.
Empty backfield here for the Green Wave. Crest walks a man up into the gap, and he's coming. Pressure by the Chargers, and they're going to drop him for a loss. Good play there by the Charger defense.
And number 55, Day Pettis, leading sack man on the season.
Right.
He adds at least another half. I'm not sure whether somebody else is in on that sack or not, but that's going to be 4th down. And for the first time tonight, the Green Wave are going to send a punter.
That's right. Shelby, he's in there player to watch.
Actually, take that back. 2nd time because it's big number 88.
That's right. Yeah, we were impressed with the size of that punter. That's going to be Green deep for the Chargers. And that first he got out there was a good-looking punt. Let's see what he does here.
Again, the big thing's been the snap, and that's another thing you really have to worry about. But it's a good snap, and it's a really good punt. But it looks like the Green should have some time, and he's making it happen.
To the 40, to the 50, to the 40, the 30, the 20, the 10, into the end zone for the touchdown punt return, Mr. Vari Green. Tell you what, he was able to field it, Coach. He was able to get his blockers, take it down the sideline, and we see Green do what he does, use that speed.
He made 2 really good cuts on that and took it to the house.
So the Chargers will come out to attempt the extra point here. They now lead 20-17 on the No Malarkey Mr. Sparky scoreboard and look to add the extra point.
Again, in the kick is Nick Sanchez.
That's right, Mr. Nick Sanchez on to attempt the extra point. There's the snap. Ball is down. The kick is up. And the kick is good. So the Chargers lead 21-17 now. The No Malarkey Mr. Sparky scoreboard. You're listening to high school football on WOHS.
Another big truck has delivered from Flooring America.
So they will line up for the 2-point conversion again. Holmes in the shotgun. Holmes again going to go to that same corner, that same left-hand corner. And we've got a flag on this 2-point conversion, so hold everything here. Another Boston Flores penalty flag there. Like it will be against TJ. Maybe pass interference there on them. We'll see what the official call is on the field. Pass interference on Thomas Jefferson. Give him half the distance to the goal there. If you're listening back in Rutherford County tonight and you've got a homecoming coming up soon and it will involve your son or daughter or maybe the school needs it, keep Boston Florist in mind for your homecoming flowers. Quarterback keeper this time, and let's see if he can get in. And we're going to wait and see if Holmes gets the indication. He's in a pile of players right at the goal line. He did not get in.
That was a huge stop by Thomas Jefferson there.
Well, it's another touchdown for Bessemer City. They got excellent field position, but they do not get the 2-point conversion again. And now on the Stanton Enterprise McDonald scoreboard, they now lead 28-8. Bessemer City over Thomas Jefferson with 4:09 to go in the second quarter. We'll step away for a 1-minute timeout, and then we're...
Coach Wilbanks is going to maybe stay with his starters. A little surprised that he's not making any – I don't see any changes.
Yeah, it looks like he might be mixing in some guys.
A couple on defense right here, I believe.
Yeah. Definitely still had the starters in on offense on that last drive. It looks like there's some new guys in there on the line maybe.
Yeah, it looked like Colin Huss and Josh Ward to the far side of the field, I believe. Look like
Miller's going to go under center. Fumbled the snap the last time he went under center. got it this time. Play action pass, rolling to his right. And I believe has that one complete to Shamir Moss. Gain of about 3 yards there to the running back out of the backfield. Bring up 2nd and 7. Is that the first completion of the night?
That's the 7th pass and the first completion by Chase.
Let's see if they can get him in a rhythm here.
Got 3 receivers here to the near side. No, 2, I'm sorry.
Yeah, 2, and then
that was a quarterback.
Miller,
quarterback getting his call from Coach Tim Pruitt.
Yeah, it'll be Ward on the outside here to the near side of the field, and Colin Huss, the receiver, in the slot. Chase Miller will be in the shotgun here on 2nd and 7. Shamir Moss, the back next to him. Miller gets the snow. The snap doesn't make it back to him. He has to run up and fall on it at about the 20. So
he'll lose 1 or 2 yards.
Yeah, it looks like he'll back up 2 yards to the 21. So 3rd and 9 after that botched snap. Just never really got off the ground trying to get that shotgun snap back there.
Never did. Clocking now, getting ready to run under 6 minutes and 45 seconds here in the second quarter. Yes, we're in the second quarter, folks. 49-0. Golden Lions taking it out on the Ironman after going 0-3 to start the season.
Yeah, they definitely got some frustrations to let loose, and they are for sure feeling good here tonight after a tough start to the season. Ironman player running off the field late. 3 receivers in the formation. Hunter Jackson by himself to the near side here. Miller rolling the other way, but looking back left, going deep for Jackson, but it's going to be intercepted at the 46-yard line. Defender sheds a tackler, and he's going to take it all the way back. A pick 6 for the Golden Lions. Was that Jaden Sanders, number 16?
Jaden Sanders.
There's a flag down on the field back in the area where Miller threw the ball.
That may come back.
That's right about where Miller was when he let the pass go. I don't know if it could maybe be a roughing call.
That play, I believe, is going to be.
It is a personal foul, roughing the passer on the Golden Lions. So that will erase the interception return for a touchdown. Explains why that throw came up so short, as Miller got clobbered after he let it go. And that'll give the Ironman a Medical Center Pharmacy first down out to the.
Ironman will take it any way they can get it.
Yeah, absolutely. They set them up 1st and 10 at their own 36. Miller shakes off that hit, returns to the huddle.
Can't afford to lose Chase Miller.
No, he appears to be fine. 2 receivers to the far side. That's Huss in the slot and Ward to the outside.
Ball at the Ironman 36-yard line.
Miller in the shotgun, a running back to either side. Shamir Moss and Cam Bolin. Slow snap. Miller gets the handoff to Bolin. He's got running room on the left side. Cuts back up, and he gets about 9 on the first down carry out to the 45.
Brought down by Joe Garnett of the Golden Lions.
Garnett delivered a pretty big hit right there at the end of that one.
Almost got that first down, did Cam.
Be 2nd and 1 for the Ironman.
Cam now with 6 carries for 19 yards.
See if the Ironman, his offense can just get to feeling good about itself here.
He had a little hole on this left side, and he took advantage of it.
Yep. Miller again in the shotgun. Shamir Moss, the running back next to him. Receiver to either side of the formation. Play action fake. He'll throw. Looking for Tobias Miller. Pass over his head. Good coverage there by Cameron Tate. So that'll bring up 3rd and short for the Ironman. Got to think this is probably 4-down territory here.
I think so, yes.
Ball at their own 45. 1 first down on the drive via the roughing the passer penalty. Just need a yard to get a second here.
Man, we still got 5 minutes and 13 seconds left in the first half.
Slow-moving first half here this evening.
We've played iron 3 minutes so far.
A lot of touchdown stoppages. Ironman going to line up in the shotgun here on 3rd and 1. One running back to either side of Miller, the quarterback. He hands to Cam Bolin. He's got the first down, and he's across the 50.
And he's got about 10.
Yeah, give him 10.
10 yards, Cam Bolin.
Out to the Shelby 45. I believe this is the first time the Ironmen have crossed midfield.
It is. Cam with 7 carries now for 29 yards.
Yeah, no doubt he's been their most effective offense
Pretty
so far
good move there,
tonight.
too. He jitterbugged a little bit and got him another 5.
Was going to Green, who was just running a square in around the 26, 27-yard line, but Green went in and he threw it out. So 7 seconds left for Crest.
Let's see what they can do here. Crest will get the ball to start the second half. So
again, it's 21-17 Crest on what should be the last play. I think Ashbrook's taking a timeout because they want to talk about this.
Going to take a timeout. We'll take them with them. High school football, WHS.
Have you got a ping?
Pippolito first down for them on that drive there. Now at the 14-yard line.
We're under 1 minute to go until halftime. TJ needs a score badly. Looking and going to the far side corner. What a catch! He did it again. That is David Hargrove in between double coverage for the touchdown.
He has a good back shoulder pass by Nick Wingo there. Put on the back corner of the wide receiver's shoulder there. He's able to come back and get that ball. TJ needed a touchdown, but he's able to get one on this drive.
The way Bessemer
21-17, 7 seconds left. Crest with the football.
And the lead.
Yep, and sitting on the
right around the 15. So it's 3rd down and 4, although the 3rd and 4 is not really all that important because there's only 7 seconds left.
3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right for Crest. Single back in the backfield. He's going to throw it to Green. Green gets a block. Green to the 30, to 35, and he's going to be dropped there, and that's going to take us to halftime. Chargers lead.
Including weddings, anniversaries, and so on.
Timeout by Thomas Jefferson. They'll talk about whether they want to go for 2 or kick the extra point here after that penalty flag by Bessemer City.
We'll keep it right here. It'll give me an opportunity to pull up some information, and that includes hearing from some folks out there that are providing some scores to us. We'll let you know that no score between Lincolnton and Bunker Hill in the second quarter. West Henderson over North Henderson so far tonight, 20-0. In the first quarter, Brevard 13, East Rutherford nothing's the score I've got. And Shelby is taking care of Cherryville, no surprise, 28-0 just before the second quarter. A little bit tighter than some people might have thought. Kings Mountain 13, Hunter Huss 7.
I got Patton 20, Polk 13 at halftime. And the last score on our Central Henderson game was 7-7. We'll try to up those as we go to halftime of this game.
Thank you, Chip Carter and Kevin Hastings and all our folks out there helping with those scores tonight. Well, they're going to line up now for a 2-point conversion. And Wing goes back in the quarterback position. He'll give it to Weatherford. Weatherford is going to be caught. Did he have enough to get across? He did. I was not sure he'd get across that goal line, but he did. He ran right into a green jersey who tried to wrap him up, but a good job to get the 2-point conversion.
I felt like that was a kind of a momentum change of play there. 28-16 now.
So under 50 seconds to go, and we see a gutsy pass play from Wingo. And on that particular offensive series, he connected with David Hargrove 2 different times, and both were huge to get them into, first of all, Thomas Jefferson to Bessemer City territory inside the 25 on the first pass, and then moments ago, the touchdown pass as well, and they have cut into that lead, and now we've got a more interesting ball game just before halftime on the McDonald's scoreboard. Bessemer City 28, Thomas Jefferson 16.
Penalty flag playing a big role in keeping that drive alive for Thomas Jefferson there. A couple offsides called by Bessemer City defensively. kind of put them in a bind there, and TJ was able to make them pay for that. I really, really got them back in this ball game here. It should be a great second half. See what, as Bessemer City can do anything before halftime here, they're just planning on running the clock out and going into halftime with a 12-point lead.
It's time for the kick of the pigskin, corner barbecue, and the very dangerous picking it up. Pettis is on the go, and they'll contain him this time. He gets a little bit of yardage out of this. We'll call it about an 8-yard return. He's down at the 25.
Yeah, good job by Thomas Jefferson, special teams there, able to wrap his legs up and not let that young man get loose. He's been loose a couple times tonight. Very, very dangerous in the open field there. 41 seconds now remaining in the second quarter.
28-16. Thomas Jefferson down to Bessemer City. And the Bessemer City offense returns to the field, led by senior quarterback, the tough and solid Jameer Holmes. From the shotgun, a high snap. He pulls it down. He's going to go deep downfield, and this one's going to be just well overthrown. The intended receiver on that play was Amari Barnett.
Yeah, this is a 45-yard pass attempt there, just not able to connect on that play there, but great-looking pass there for the quarterback once again.
You know, he's smooth, and it looks like he puts very little effort into his throws, which, you know, I'd pull a gut or break a rib trying to throw that deep downfield.
If I'm Bessemer City with his arm ability, they're doing exactly what they should be doing right here, is trying to hit a deep pass right here so they get another score before they come to half.
35.3 seconds on the clock now till halftime, and this time they'll keep it on the ground. And a great job by Thomas Jefferson to read that play, and Smith is going to lose yardage.
And that'll probably be the last play before halftime. Let's see what they decide to do. Players are pleading for one more play here.
And we hopefully will be moving into our Farm Bureau of Rutherford County halftime show.
They may try a shot deep right here. Let's see if they get the playoff here.
Yep.
7 seconds left. 6, 5, 4.
It's ticking on down. They will get the snap off, and they're going to go deep downfield again, going to overthrow everybody again. Almost would have been an interception, if anything, at the 45-yard line, but it'll sail out of bounds and incomplete, and that will wrap up our first half as we give you the Stanton Enterprise McDonald's scoreboard, home of the world-famous fries. Bessemer City leading at the half over Thomas Jefferson, 28-16. We'll come back with our halftime show, and we'll have a lot of scores and recap.
Wits. Again on for the whatsupshopper.com point after. Snap's good. The hold is down, and the kick is up and through the uprights. Shelby now leading 56-0 on the No Malarkey Mr. Sparky scoreboard. Again, as Danny just said, 13 seconds left here before halftime. We'll be right back on WCSL.
The City of Cherryville would like to take this time to salute our local students and faculty.
All right, good evening, everybody, and welcome to the halftime show here on the Red Zone Radio channel. I'm Kevin Hastings. Dennis Davis will join me here in just a few moments. Good evening, everybody. Hello. Halftime scores, 46-0 Burns over Highland Tech. Shelby 56-0 over Cherryville. Crest 21-17 over Ashbrook. Bessemer City 28-16 over Jefferson. And Bandy's upset alert in Vale 21-7 over West Lincoln. East Lincoln 14-0 over Hickory. Patton 20-13 over Polk County. Hendersonville, that's a different score. Hold on, I got a different one on that one. Hendersonville just scored a minute ago. It is now 13-8 Hendersonville. So let me change this for you folks watching here at home, live and in the building. That Lincoln and Bunker Hill score is 0-0, folks. How about a intentional grounding was called on the quarterback standing in the end zone for Bunker Hill? The referees applied the rules, and instead of a two-point safety, they called it a penalty, and Bunker Hill got the ball again on the 4-yard line, called it half the distance to the goal or something like that. So it should have been 2-0 Lincoln, and it's 0-0 now up in Bunker Hill. Kings Mountain struggling with the Huskies, 19-14 right now. Mountaineers lead at home. Forest View 7-0 over North Gaston. South Point pulling away from Kramer, 34-14. Marvin Ridge blanking Alexander Central right now, 21-0. St. Stephen's 21-6 over West Iredale. Watauga 28-7 over Ashe County. Drone 22-6 over Owen. And Central Cabarrus 21-14 over Freedom. Now let's watch some. You guys want some highlights, don't you? Let's look at some highlights. Let's see what we got. Let's make you some highlights. Highlights. Let's watch some highlights. I got to hit the right buttons, though. Twitter.com/whatsupshopper for you folks wondering where they are, where our highlights are. And I'm pulling them up on the internet for you folks. Keep forgetting you guys are on the radio, so it's just internet only. So if I say the internet, I'm usually talking to people on the radio as well, trying to guide them over to the World Wide Web. All right, let's go over. We're going to start at North Lincoln tonight, where they had the first night of their new AstroTurf field, and we're going to show a little bit of this. Let's see if I can pull something up here. Again, some of the games on the radio. We've got Crest and Ashbrook in a really good game right now on KTC Broadcasting. We'll have that's on WOHS right now. Brent Pasco and Robbie Roop have that. So that game's going on right now. Big game over there. Trying to do some editing here for you folks online real quick, so you're not seeing a bunch of trash on the screen when I go here a second to show you the highlights. Just for my sake. I want to thank everybody for watching tonight, as always, here on the Red Zone channel, and listening on the radio or all of our broadcast here on KTCBroadcasting.com. All right, I think I'm about ready with the setup for the highlights, if I did everything correctly. We're going to go right here. This is the Knights Marching Band. I can probably reduce that just a little bit. How about that? For the folks at home. I want to be able to read the tweets, too. Let's go with this. All right, how about that? There we go. It's the Knights Marching Band getting ready to test out the new field. As you can see, the track's not ready. The track's going to be blue, is what I'm told. Tanner Halbert set up at East Rutherford tonight for the Brevard game. Brevard 27-6 right now. This is North Lincoln coming out. Their first entrance on their new field. And let the kids run out and stuff too. It's pretty cool. Always let the kids run out. Your local high schools today. Is this going to play? Maybe. Well, play again. One above it will. Let's try to take this again. Here we go. There we go, Knights. Let's see if I got it now. There we go. Little AC/DC for the Knights as their entrance. Instead of letting the Band of Knights play, they got a pretty good band. All right, we'll go first highlight of the night. Huskies 7-0 here. Start the game off with a kick return up at Kings Mountain. Taking it to the house. Huskies trail right now 19-14 though in a close game. How about over East Rutherford? And this is the first score of the game for Brevard. Try to get this stuff set up. That made it 7-0 Brevard. This is a 64-yard touchdown pass from Jameer Holmes to Mr. Duff. 2-point conversion made it 8-0. Yellow Jackets over Thomas Jefferson. Holmes letting it fly tonight, big time, going deep there. Cameraman couldn't keep up with it. Must have been eating a hot dog. Brian never moved it. All right, Zach up at Kings Mountain got this touchdown. for the Mountaineers. East Rutherford and Brevard. Handoff up the middle. Brevard with another touchdown. Both their touchdowns, they barely got over that line. First score on the new field was a field goal by North Lincoln. Beautiful sky up there. Nice stadium tonight. 3-0. Liam Sutton with the first points on the new AstroTurf field for the Knights. All right, then Thomas Jefferson. 7-yard run here by the Griffons. Watch that one more time. Hand off right side for the score. Mountaineers goes up 14-7 on Huss with this one. Davison scores the first touchdown of the game in the second quarter. This is for Statesville. This is the first touchdown on the AstroTurf. Nice little stiff arm. He gets to the corner, and he's out from 25 yards out. 20-yard pass from Holmes to Dove. From Holmes to Dove, 2-point to Pettis. Jackets 16-8 in the second quarter. There's a run by RS Central. Couple of blocks. Nice little run, scoop. L1 action. Another stiff arm into the end zone. Touchdown. RS led 8-7. Brevard for their third touchdown of the night made it 20-0 over East Rutherford. Quick turnover. Bessemer scores on a 6-yard run. 2-point was no good though. 22-8. Over at Brevard, this one made it 27-0. Handoff, right side for the Knights. This made it 9-8 for the Knights. I had to send out a few messages. Jeffries in for the score for Kings Mountain. Leads Huss 19-7 now. Touchdown Mountaineers. Third touchdown connection between Holmes and Duff tonight for this one. A 20-yard pass into the left corner of the end zone. 2-point no good. This made it 28-8. A huge run by the Huskies. Made it 19-4. Hendersonville scores right here, making it 13-8 there on the other side of the field. All the touchdowns tonight were on the opposite side of the field. We got all these touchdowns and highlights. We only got like 2 or 3 our way. Maybe 4 or 5, but a lot of them in the other corners tonight. Just missing them. East Rutherford scores for the touchdown here against Brevard. This made it 27-6. Let's see if they come our way. Or if they go up the middle. I think they go up the middle on this one. Yep, Wildcat up the middle for the score. Now this is Thomas Jefferson cutting it 28-16 here right before halftime. Nice little pass into the corner. Again, 28-16 with 47 seconds to go. Kings Mountain kicks a field goal right before the half. This makes it 22-14. Kick is up and good for the Mountaineers. All right, that's your first half highlights. I'm going to get you out to a game here in just a second. Quit listening to me jabber on for a little while. Let's see if I can find that entrance. No, they came into the... Never mind. All right. We're going to go out to... Let's go out to West Lincoln right now, where Bandy's leads 21-7. They're in the third quarter still, I think, out there. And they might be a halftime.
He's just got a hand on his leg, or he might have gone all the way with that one.
Yeah, he would have only had the kicker to beat.
Fletcher is pretty good size, 5'11", 165, but he is a kicker.
Yeah.
Who knows what his tackling ability is? There are a couple. I mean, there's a couple we've seen over the years that love to go in there and hit people, but that's few and far between.
Yeah, that's usually when a defender just happens to be able to kick the ball well. I think this guy's a true kicker. Haven't seen him on defense any, but
no. He's listed as a wide receiver.
Okay, so yeah.
We haven't seen that, that's for sure. Okay, so we'll be back with more at halftime here, 21-7 Bandy's lead. We'll be back in a few minutes, so please enjoy these messages.
Come see the all-new FSL.com.
Game. But that is where the East Gaston team is at tonight, up in Cherokee. They'll be at home taking on the Ironmen next Friday night, as the Ironmen hit the road to face another 2A opponent here in the conference. But we'll step aside for just a second, folks, right. and when we come back, we will wrap up the Bean Brothers Hardware of Lincolnton Stadium halftime show. We're about 7-8 minutes away from
him in the next few years. Graham's just obviously the backup quarterback. They brought him in at slot receiver this year. Caught 5 or 6 passes against Forest View. I do expect to see big things out of him this year.
Triple wide receivers right, single back set. And Mooney's got it. Looks, throws out in the flat, and that's 18. Is that Johnson? And that's
Johnny Johnson,
18,
yep. Johnny
Johnson. So that ball will be moved from the 38 to the 22. That's 16 yards and another Falston Pharmacy first down. So a couple of passes real quick there from Mooney, and he's looking in to get another play called, and I would say this is going to do his night, 6.5 left to go. And
Little John in running back now for Burns.
Yeah, that's Little John, and he'll get it. He'll try the right side through a crease to the 15, 10,
Boy, he's
5.
quick.
And
Man.
he is wrestled down. Good tackle there by Newman. But he'll get all the way from, Jody, take that from the 22, 23, down to where?
Looks like about the 1 yard line.
So give him 22 yards and another Falston Pharmacy first down.
Let's see if they give the ball again to Little John here. First and goal.
It's a good bet. Little John finishes off. Touchdown. 1 yard TD run. And that makes it 60-0 on your Main Street Hardware scoreboard.
Yeah, Little John there. Good hard run up the middle. I tell you what, he's quick, Tom. I tell you what. Hadn't seen him a ton this year, but a good little change of pace back there. Second string there. Run there by Little John.
All right, so 60-0 Bulldogs, and the clock will continuously run. So, with this going to be a very, very short half. And like I said, 12 minutes apiece, and they basically said we're not stopping unless somebody's injured.
And like I say, Burns down a kicker tonight, so they are going for 2 each play.
Yeah, so Burn out in the flat, and I'm not sure who it was, but I think it's incomplete. So the 2-point pass for Haynes. All right, so the 2-point pass fails. We'll be back 60 seconds.
Ashbrook is still going to try to. They'll still try to run the ball that next possession, but if they don't get anything, then then you're going to have to start doing some things that you're not really excited about doing. And so again, another thing that I think will be interesting. Crest is up 21-17, and it has been the worst field position I've ever seen of a team that's got a 4-point lead at halftime.
You're right. You're absolutely right.
Crest has started on their 21, their 28, their 32, their 26, and their 9, and then of course they get a turnover starting on the 25 of Ashbrook. But Ashbrook has started around midfield every time they've had the football.
Absolutely.
And that's why this game's close, because Ashbrook doesn't have a lot of yardage, but they hadn't had to have a lot of yardage because they've been
working half a field.
50-yard field. So number 35, we still didn't have anybody come in and give us his name, so we'll just continue to call him 35. He's going to kick off.
And that's Green and Addison deep.
And this kickoff's going to be taken at the 15.
Tell who that was on that side. And about the 26, 27-yard line.
26, 27. And, again, that's pretty much where the Chargers have started, this entire game. But it's not bad field position. It's just not anywhere near as good as what Ashbrook has had.
I think that was Chris Waiters, the one that made the catch there for the Chargers.
It was a nice run. It was an 11-yard run. There's not a lot of room when you kick that, you kick that high directional kick.
And that's going to bring Husky to the backfield. He's looking to pass first thing. And a little underthrown there.
It's going to be caught.
It's going to be caught.
I'll tell you what, that's a dangerous pass because he's over on the right hash, and he threw that all the way to the left numbers.
Got about 4 yards out of it.
And I tell you what, that can be picked.
Yes, quickly.
Of course, everybody's got when you're throwing it to Green, generally people are given about 5 yard cushion.
Yeah, he's going to have a little room. So Husky in the backfield in the shotgun. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. We got a flag.
Offsides on Ashbrook.
So that's going to be 5 yards for the Chargers. And, of course, all those penalties brought to you by Butler's Tire and Auto of Kings Mountain.
We had lots and lots and lots of penalties for a nice little 8-minute time period. But, overall there were only 9 penalties accepted in that entire first half.
Like you said, it all came in that one stretch. It was amazing. So Crest will now have it second and short. 1 receiver to the left, 3 to the right. Husky back to pass, looks downfield. And it's going to be caught by Addison. And we got a flag, and that may be a face mask.
I'd say it's got to be a defensive penalty. A face mask, a horse collar, something. But it's going to be a first down on the pass. Only the 3rd first down of the night for Crest, but they do lead 21-17. And then they got a 15-yard face mask added to it, so Crest is in business now on the Ashbrook 40.
One thing to keep an eye on, Addison limped off a little bit. It was like Miss Byerly, the trainer, is going to have him over there try to jog it back and forth, see how that knee feels. So good to see him running around. So.
I'm sorry, that was only a 5-yard face mask.
5-yard. There's the snap. Husky's going to keep it. Runs up the middle. And going to pick up 8, 9 yards.
8 or 9 yards. And that's one of the things I kind of expected to see. Husky's such a weapon.
He is.
And, the few times that he's run tonight has been when he's been trying to get away, on a pass rush. But he's so good with faking that ball to the running back and taking it.
2nd and 1. Husky drops back to pass. Down the field he goes. Addison back in, and he fights for a few extra yards.
And so a second first down of the second half. So Chargers here in less than 2 minutes have equaled their first downs for the first half.
Looks like Addison's going to come off. And I tell you, once again, we talked about who's going to be the other guys to step up in that passing game of the Chargers. Other than Green, Addison a good night tonight. That's going to be the keeper for Husky. And he's going to be dropped.
Yeah, that was a pretty good play defensively. He picked up 3 yards.
Yeah, pick up a 3.
So it's going to be down to the 25 of Ashbrook. Again, if you just join us, 9:45 left in the 3rd quarter. Chargers have the ball, first possession of the 3rd quarter, and they lead 21-17 over the Green Wave.
Crest quickly back up to the line of scrimmage. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Husky takes the snap, drops back, looking downfield, going to throw it. And that's going to be caught. That's Green. And it's going to be a first down gain of about 15, 16 yards maybe there, Coach?
Yep, and it's going to be all the way down to the 8-yard line. And see, that's what you get with Green. There was a huge void, and he just sat down right in the middle of it. And you can make a long throw when the nearest defender is 8 yards off of it.
They're playing so deep that he just can make a little pitch and catch there for the quarterback to receiver. So 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, 1 back in the backfield. Husky in the shotgun.
Oh, and they had to hold that so long that one of the offensive linemen just wasn't able to hold it, and he lost his balance.
I tell you
that's
what,
going to be a penalty on the Chargers.
You know, them big guys up front, Coach, as you know, longer you make them stand there, the tougher it can be on them fellas.
Absolutely. And I just about gave the old announcer jinx because I was getting ready to say this is by far the best drive the Chargers have had.
Husky's going to drop back to pass again. A little bit of wide receiver screen. That's Green. He comes back to the middle of the field.
We're going to get a penalty.
And we got a flag. He's in the end zone, but a flag coming, bringing it back.
And it's going to be thrown around the 8-yard line, and where it's thrown, it's got to be a block in the back. I but don't know if there was actually a block in the back. I'm just telling you where that flag's thrown, it's going to be a block in the back or a hold. So that's back-to-back penalties on the Chargers when they had it 1st and goal.
Yeah, got a hold on the Chargers. So, yep, that'll bring it back. Still 1st down.
The good news, if there is one, it should have been from the 8.
And we've got a Green Wave player down in the end zone. We'll take a break. You're listening to high school football 21-17. Crest leads. Back after this.
Your commercial local train dealer for
claps the hands. Little John Warlick's going to keep it and
Touchdown.
into the end zone for a numbers bookkeeping touchdown from 5 yards out.
Yeah, good little quarterback keeper there. Just took the snap in for the walk-in touchdown. Good job there, Graham Warlick for Burns.
So that makes it 66-0 on your Main Street Hardware scoreboard. And again, the 2-point conversion coming up. No, they're going to kick it. So this will be they're going to kick it. That's Surratt in there to kick it. Kahari Surratt out of Mooney's hold. The Neelan Cole, extra point. Snap back, hold good, kick up, kick.
Kick looks like it's good. Oh, no good.
No good.
No.
So the PAT no good.
like Buick G. The call to Shelby Heated and Air.
Full throttle power.
Online at NesbittOil.com.
Full throttle power sports in Honda, Suzuki, and Kawasaki, along with CF Moto, Yamaha, and Polaris. Golf carts too. One big dealer under one big roof, plus a complete parts and service department. Full throttle power.
Going to go just outside the 5 for the Chargers.
Husky in the shotgun, going to take the snap. He's going to it's a reverse to Addison. Addison cuts it back up to the middle, and he's in the end zone for the touchdown. So the Chargers extend that lead now 27-17. Great play call there by the Charger offense, and what a night Addison's had to get him out there and now getting to the end zone.
Really nice play, that reverse. And that Ashbrook actually had it defense fairly well, but Addison made a great cut between two defenders and took it in for the touchdown.
Sanchez to attempt the extra point here for the Chargers. There's the snap. Kick is up. And the kick is... Oh, we got a false start on the Chargers.
So it doesn't matter what the kick was.
It looked good, but there was a penalty. So now they're going to put a little pressure on Sanchez here, backing him up a little bit, Coach.
Well, he's kicked it well, though. All his kicks have been really, the distance has been fine. So, he shouldn't have.
West Lincoln just about ready for the second half kickoff.
Kicker, the biggest problem he has is he tries to kick it harder when he's backed up a little bit.
There's the snap. The kick is up. And this one's going to be blocked.
Partially blocked.
Yeah, going to be blocked. So 27-17, the Chargers lead on the No Malarkey Mr. Sparky scoreboard. This is high school football on WOHS.
2 outs, bases loaded, and 2 strikes. Now, that's a tough situation for any team.
They're 3rd and 17. Ball on the Cherryville 10 now. Ironman got to
Here comes
Teams in the South Fork 2A are well represented in the state rank.
Going to the far side will be Josh Ward. No, he's.
Yeah, some confusion over there in the huddle.
And then they lose a couple of yards. So now, as you said, they're back at the 10. The Wingo's still in at quarterback, by the way, and he is not going to be able to pull off anything. He was on the run, going out of the pocket, trying to connect with a receiver on the far side of the field, and underthrew him on what looked more like a forward pitch pass.
Yeah, it looked like a full forward pitch pass there. Just came a few yards short of where the wide receiver was there. Bring up a crucial third down now for TJ here. Definitely need to keep this drive alive and do not turn the ball back over to Bessemer City because they are smelling blood in the water right now.
Another thing we don't know if Jay Skibbin, the starting quarterback tonight, was injured in any way, or if this was just a coach's decision to see if the athlete he is, Nick Wingo, could do a better job. But he, I do believe, remains in at quarterback, and he needs to pull off something big. It's 3rd down and 12 from their own 10. Snapping the ball in his hands. He is going to go high with this pass, and he's trying to connect, I believe, again over there with Santiago, incomplete at the 35-yard line.
Yeah, they'll bring up 4th down now for TJ. They'll have to punt the ball back to Bessemer City, and Bessemer City should get good field position here for their second drive of the second half here. A very, very dangerous part of the football game for TJ right now coming up.
I know, and to know that they're already going to get this punt on Thomas Jefferson's side of the field, and they've got this 18-point lead of 34-16 with 8:14 to go in the third. That's concerning because they're going to be in a good spot. Now, here is the punt of the pigskin from Corner Barbecue, and let's see if there's going to be a return. Thomas Jefferson is going to come up and tag that ball, but they're going to do so at about the 34-yard line. The punt did not go as deep as the return men were standing, which was about at the 45, and that was Randall Pettis and also Javontre Duff for Bessemer City.
Yeah, and I was watching on the sideline, one of the Bessemer City coaches talking to the quarterback, and it looks like he's said, let's go right now. So it looks like see if they can put another score on the board. I think they feel they got a good chance to win this ball game. Here comes the quarterback out to the huddle for the play call.
And again, we talked about the excellent field positioning. They're going to have their starting 1st and 10 already at the Thomas Jefferson 34-yard line. So Jameer Holmes and this offense goes back to work. 2 running backs in the backfield, 2 receivers to the near side, and it's a pitch play. And here comes the dangerous guy trying to cut the corner, and he might have got more yardage, but he stepped out of bounds at the 29, and that, again, was Terrence Smith.
Yeah, number 18, Santiago, number 6, Wingo there to help push him out of bounds there to bring up 2nd down now for for Bessemer City there. Let's see if they go to the air. They keep it on the ground with number 7.
It was a 5-yard pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down and 5.
Your Bessemer City right there, you do not want to step out of bounds. You can keep the clock running right there. So
somebody's going to get their first victory of the season tonight. These two teams, neither one had won so far. Bessemer City, of course, is in control at the moment.
We've got a player down the far side of the field with a cramp there. So it might be number 7 there. Well, no, excuse me, not.
Well, it's definitely one of the wideouts for JB, and I'm thinking it looks like it could possibly be Duff. We'll have to wait and see. We cannot get a look at the number right now. Javontre Duff, by the way, had, as we said early in the game, had that first score of the night, the 61-yard touchdown pass from his quarterback. Holmes connecting with Duff. And Duff later in the first half, in the second quarter with 7:03 to go, he had a 20-yard touchdown reception, again from quarterback Jameer Holmes.
Looks like there is a cramping issue there coming out of halftime there. Hopefully that young man's going to be okay and walk off here.
We've got a county rivalry game, and that is Duff, by the way. Now he's running off the field, so that's a good sign as he finally shakes off that cramp. Next week, our game of the week, a good old-fashioned county rivalry game, and it'll be East Rutherford at Chase. Chase is unbeaten. They're having a bye tonight. They're going to be heavily favored, but the best thing about this, JB, is the fact East Rutherford's playing varsity football again. We're going to have this game 1 week from tonight.
Yeah, it's great to see county rivalry games, especially Chase versus the East. Should be a good one there. I know East is they're not going to give up there. I know Chase is going to be heavily favored in that game. next week, but it should be a good one. We're excited to be there, be able to call that one for you.
Now we're back to action. 2nd down and 5 coming up. Bessemer City get the TJ 29. Looking. He's got plenty of time running out of the pocket now. The big quarterback gets away from an initial tackle. They won't get away from the second one. He's down at the 25.
Yeah, pretty good move there. Just no pressure from the defensive line from Thomas Jefferson there. He's got all day to look down the football field and throw the ball. However, it looks like there'll be a penalty flag down the field. Let's see what the call is going to be there. Very, very late call there.
That was a 3-yard pickup on the quarterback keeper by Holmes. But as you say, we've got a Balstic Floors penalty flag back in the backfield of Bessemer City.
I'm not sure what that call is going to be, whether it's holding or the big call.
Oh, my gosh. They're taking this thing across the 50-yard line. It's the 15-yarder.
There's got to be some kind of personal foul penalty there.
Yeah, I have no idea what happened at the end of that play, but somebody got a little bit out of line with the official or something the official picked up on, and it was against Bessemer City, of course.
See if Bessemer City decides to go there. They've had a lot of success tonight throwing the ball down the field.
This might be a time to do it. Holmes in the shotgun, and he's looking to do that. It's a short pass, though, but what's going to happen after the pass? On the move and no further than the 40, thank goodness, for the dangerous Randall Pettis again.
Pettis has done absolutely whatever he wants to tonight on the defense of TJ there, making another pass. Wonder how many catches that is for him. You say 7 catches at least for number 11.
Oh, absolutely.
A couple big catches too. Good-looking wide receivers, good-looking playmakers they have for Bessemer City. We mentioned them changing offense. Maybe this is why they're 0-4. Maybe it took them a little while.
Yeah, is that what it is?
Jaden Ontavia. Yeah, I think he ran a couple plays in the first half or so, maybe.
If I'm Highland Tech, I'm not running another play. Yeah, if I'm Highland Tech, I'm going to the bus. You know, these young men have fought hard tonight. I tell you, there's no quit in them. I'll give them credit for that. They're just way athletically overmatched.
Well, like I said, I admire them for playing the snap.
There's no way I do it. And the ball's on the ground, and boom, what a big hit as the lumber is laid there by 44, and that's Diaz again.
The quarterback, and there was a receiver open for a touchdown, and he just couldn't get it to him because he had lots of pressure.
So this is 3rd down here, Coach. 3rd and 6.
4:37 left.
So the pistol formation, one receiver here to the right, 2 to the left. Lets it run down. Puts it into the belly of Bess. He's fighting for yards.
He's going to be about 2 yards short, and he was being helped along by number 77. That's Trenton Mitchell, the tackle. Small young man, only 6'5", 290.
Oh, was that it? Oh, okay. Yeah, absolutely.
So it's going to be 4th and 2, and we would all be shocked if Ashbrook didn't go for it.
Well, do we see the under center play?
Well, again, I'm going to jinx Ashbrook by saying that in this third quarter, the snap has not been as much of an issue.
Good point.
It's been a little bit better.
Point.
It still hasn't been perfect, but he hasn't had to jump every time.
So the pistol formation, he's going to give it to Bess.
Oh, what a run.
He's going to break.
Bess.
Nice run, shifting the shoulders. I think he's going to have the first. Some of the Chargers are saying no, but I think he's going to have it, Coach.
It was an incredible run. I mean, he made an amazing jump step, and
they're looking at it.
I tell you what, he didn't get as favorable a spot as I thought he was.
I thought he had a better spot than that. So it's going to be a big play here early.
I think they're going to measure it, but if I'm Ashbrook, I'm a little bit upset at that spot. But again, how many times have we said those guys down there in the striped shirts are a lot closer than we are?
That's exactly right. I admire them for doing the job.
Well, regardless, there was a great tackle by a Charger, and I don't know who it was because it's over on the other sideline, and there is a Charger down right now. So we've got a timeout on the field.
Yeah, let's
probably got time for a
let's see if we can take it right here. We're going to take it 27-17. Crest leads. Back after this.
Not a lot of running room for the Ironmen in this one.
Unless your name's Cam Bolin, he's been able to
He's
hit
been
the hole quick enough.
Yeah, he's been a bright spot. He has 37 yards rushing on 9 carries.
2nd and 10 here again. Another quarterback keeper. Miller puts a shoulder down as he runs into a host of Golden Lions at the line of scrimmage. Again, no gain, I don't think.
No gain.
So 3rd and 10 now coming up. Yeah, there's a flag down on the field, but the referee picks it up, waves it off.
Who was that? I thought I saw someone limping coming out of that play, Matt. I remember it.
Tobias Miller was kind of taking a knee there for a second, but he's back up and seems to be okay. 3rd and 10, there will be 3 receivers in the formation. It's Sewell and Huss to the top of the formation and Josh Ward to the near side. Miller in the shotgun. Play action fake, throws over the middle. It's complete to Tobias Miller. That's a Medical Center Pharmacy first down. Give him 15 yards on the completion. Chase Miller to Tobias Miller. And that'll be 1st and 10. Ironmen at their own 42. And might be the final play of the 3rd quarter here. Down to 15 seconds. As Miller gets into the huddle.
I doubt they'll get a playoff, Matt.
Under 10 now as they come to the line. 5. And they will not get a playoff. So at the nope. The Ironmen are going to call a timeout with 1 second left on the clock here in the 3rd quarter. That's the 2nd timeout of the half for Cherryville. We'll take it with them and be right back for the final play of the 3rd quarter.
It's time to go to work at Triad Corrugated Metals in Lincoln. They're now hiring for manufacturing jobs, and they'll train.
3 to go in the 3rd quarter, and I'm thinking with this 18-point lead, maybe, is, like you say, why not more to the run? They've got some athletes on this team. If they do score again right now, and, they're literally knocking on the door, they're going to line up right near the goal line. And the reason we had play stopped was there was an injury, and again, it was one of those wideouts, and I believe this time Barnett, who might have been the intended receiver over there on that far side of the field that was involved in the interference call just a moment ago.
Yeah, I think so. He was actually petitioning for a pass interference play, and after the play was over, he was injured on the play, so had to get him off the football field. Luckily, he's okay, looks like.
Well, when they sort this out, they're going to put him at 1st and 10 at the 15. Oh, my gosh, great job this time by the Thomas Jefferson defense. They read it well. Running back Terrence Smith went backwards. They lose yardage.
Yeah, just no blocking on that left side of the line there for Bessemer City. TJ was able to swarm them and bring him down. And TJ really, really needed that, back them up a little bit. I think TJ can make a stand right here. Bessemer City still in a spread look.
They actually lost 6 yards on that play. It'll bring up 2nd down and 16. However, they're still at the Thomas Jefferson 21-yard line. Holmes in the shotgun, pass over the middle, and trying to bring it in with one hand. Incomplete at the 3. The intended receiver again, Randall Pettis.
Yeah, number 11 there. Once again, he was over just a little overthrow there. But I like him. He's a good-looking player for Bessemer City. They've had him on the outside and moved him in the slot right there, which I thought they were going to try it earlier. They did not try that pass. They came back to it right there, just a little overthrow by the quarterback. They'll get that toned in probably the 2nd half of the
I tell you what, I like what I saw on that play was the good coverage by Desmond Santiago for Thomas Jefferson.
Yeah, absolutely. They were able to stay with him right there and make that throw a little high there. So a good job by Santiago for defensive for TJ.
3rd down at 16. Bessemer City again going to the air again. They've got their man this time. Can they get him out of bounds? They do at about the 12-yard line. It is Randall Pettis on the reception. And this is going to bring up 4th down.
A big play right here. Huge play.
As a matter of fact, 4th down, 5 to 6 yards needed for the 1st down, and I'm assuming they will go for it. Again, they lead with 4:30 clock ticking to go in the third. That's Bessemer City on the McDonald's scoreboard with a 34-16 lead over Thomas Jefferson.
Our clock running now. See what the play call is going to be there. Looks like they're going to run the clock down and maybe take a timeout here.
I'm assuming that's maybe in their plan. That play clock is winding down.
Not sure what the point of that would be, but.
And that's exactly what they've done at the last
40.
It is Santana London, the quarterback now for Shelby. He hands off and gain a 3 or 4 there. I believe that was
Calvin Ramseur, number 23.
23. There you go, Danny. That's 4 yards on the carry for Ramseur. 2nd and 6 now.
Seeing Coach Wilbanks.
Yeah, the Pettis brothers said, hey, family reunion, meet you back here in the backfield. So shotgun one back. And I believe we have movement.
Yep. They were going to run that little dart play to the left to Best, their running back, and don't get it started before there's another 5-yard penalty.
Yep, absolutely. So right now the Green Wave hurting themselves. 27-17. No Malarkey, Mr. Sparky scoreboard. 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter.
And if you're Ashbrook, you are not liking a 2nd and 17. Again, we're inside of 2 minutes left in the third quarter. It's been all Crest in this quarter. Crest has scored 6, and that's been the only scoring.
He drops back to throw, does Leslie. He's going to float it out there. Man was wide open, and he's going to catch it but fall down.
Yep, and
was that again, Fox?
That's number 9. That's number 9, Jameer Fox.
Oh, I think we have a flag. Let's see. Waiting on the official.
It must be an ineligible man downfield, maybe.
Oh, they're bringing it back, whatever it is. The Chargers very fortunate there, Coach.
Ooh, and he was wide open. It's illegal touching, which maybe number 9 was covered, and he couldn't run down.
Good point.
But if it's illegal touching, that'll be a penalty and a loss of down. So,
wow,
that's a 10-yard penalty and a loss of down. And so it couldn't get much worse for the Green Wave. It's going to be third and a pretty expensive taxi ride.
Absolutely, yeah. In honor of, in memory of Larry Mack, longtime announcer here in the press box at Crest, we got third and a taxi ride.
27 to go. And again, I'm sure that number 9 was covered, and which has to do with why he was so open.
And he's just going to sling that one out there. There's nobody there for anything.
And he threw it out there because he was about to get hit in the mouth by Lyric Pettis.
Lyric Pettis was on the way again. I tell you, when I start thinking about the possible defensive player of the game in our postgame show, the Pettis brothers have a shot to share that thing because those guys have been causing havoc in the offensive backfield of the Green Wave. And they're going to have to punt.
Now they're going to have to punt. Now they started the ball with the ball on their 47-yard line, and they're going to punt from their own 30-yard line.
Wow.
And then it just gets even better if you're the Chargers because you got Willie Green standing there on the 34 saying, "Kick it to me
right here. Put it in these hands.
Kick it to me." And he's kicking it toward him. Oh, the ball. I tell you what, Green got his hands on it, but it got away from him. But
we got a flag in the backfield back here too, Coach. It may be, is it roughing the kicker on the Chargers?
Roughing the kicker didn't used to be an automatic first down in high school. So let's see. Again, there were some rule changes. And even if it's a 15-yard penalty, there was 1,000,000 yards to go, so it wouldn't give them a first down unless the rules had changed and roughing the punter has turned into an automatic first down.
Well, like it, once again, maybe Lyric Pettis back there heading to the backfield. Now we got a discussion.
Yeah, and there's three different sets of rules for football. There's high school rules, college rules, and pro rules, and it's really hard to keep them straight. Because, if you run it, if you roughing the kicker in the NFL and college is an automatic first down.
Right.
Running into the kicker is a 5-yard penalty.
Once again, we're going to have a official discussion.
I think if it's not going to be automatic first down, I think Ashbrook's going to decline the penalty.
Take the result of the punt.
Yeah, and take the result of the punt. That's exactly what they're going to do. So, after all that, it turned into a 34-yard change in field position. Crest is going to have the ball on their own 37-yard line.
And like you said, you don't want to risk putting it in the hands of Green again, knowing you're not going to get the first down. So
absolutely.
So the Chargers come out there, single back in the backfield.
1:15 left here in the third quarter. Again, Crest leads 27-17.
I believe that's maybe Lewis in the backfield now for the Chargers. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. 27-17, 1:15.
Lewis is going to get the carry. Oh, my goodness.
Nothing doing.
When you take one step from 4 yards deep in the backfield and you're rudely hit and thrown down to the ground, there's just not much you can do. And that was big number 7. That's Devin Biggers.
I tell you,
he's only 6'2", 230.
He is the straw stirrer for this Ashbrook defense.
So 2nd down and 12. And, with the exception of that one drive to start here in the third quarter, Ashbrook's had to be pretty happy with their defensive front. They've given up, like I said, they've given up 3 big play touchdowns, but
Husky
nice
back to throw, completes it to Addison. And Addison crosses midfield with the football, so a big first down here for the Chargers. Ball at about the 48 of the Green Wave.
It's really interesting. There's been 4 first downs here in the third quarter by the Chargers, and they've all been by the pass. But what a nice thing. We've been watching Ashbrook just struggle to throw the ball, and it's just so nice to watch Husky take a nice snap and make a good, crisp 10, 15-yard throw that hits the guy right where he needs to get it.
There's the handoff to Lewis. He gets in the middle, fighting for yards. Going to pick up about 7, I think.
Yeah, 7 yards, and that was just a nice little trap. And so, the right guard goes to the linebacker, the left guard pulls and kicks the guy out. That's going to be the end of the third quarter.
And we're getting ready to head to winning time. Fourth quarter coming up. Chargers lead 27-17. No Malarkey, Mr. Sparky Scoreboard. We're back after this.
Budget. You'll find all makes and models. Just visit the website at williamsautoandtrucks.com. And they are an authorized dealer for off-road fuel and rough country suspension systems. Call 704-419-4029 for Williams Auto and Truck Sales. 2415 Cherryville Road, Highway 150 west of Cherryville. And now get easy financing for all types of credit. Apply online at williamsautoandtrucks.com. Get ready for the big game.
Gained by Jamar Holmes. And one of the things I think they have to look at, for their key playmakers there, Holmes getting up a little shaky there at the end of that play there. You want to keep those guys healthy for later on in the year. So looks like it may be a hamstring issue there for number 5 there. Definitely looking over the sideline to see what the call is going to be, taking his time. Minute 36 seconds still left in the third quarter here. And the ball now sitting at the 17-yard line. You don't see the play clock anywhere. Bessemer City with a 40-16 lead late in the third quarter. They're in command, and they have the football as they're looking at a 2nd down and 7. They'll keep it on the ground this time, running straight ahead, and no gain, I don't believe, on this play. No gain up the middle there. TJ did a good job there. Filling those gaps, being able to stop the running back there for Bessemer City. Probably a big 3rd down here for the Yellow Jackets. Yeah, good job by number 15, David Hargrove. We've talked about him on offense tonight for TJ, and he was in on the tackle there. If Bessemer City decides to keep it on the ground, they decide to go to the air here. 3rd down and 7 coming up, and we're under 40 seconds on the third quarter clock.
Be keep an eye on number 11 wherever he's at if I'm DJ defensively.
You're right about that. He's lined up as a wideout on the far side of the formation right now. Holmes in the shotgun, and apparently coaching staff saw a reason that they want to take a timeout.
It was shifting a little bit on the right-hand side of the football field there. Just not said on that play call. Coach did not like it. Go ahead and call.
Yeah, the Ironmen will be backed up, I believe, at their own 10-yard line. Inside the 10, they'll put it at the 9.
Coach Pruitt has got quite a few kids in this game tonight.
Oh, yeah.
And they played hard. They played hard. They've done their best playing against a superior ball club in the Shelby Golden Lions.
New receiver on the outside. I believe that's Camden LaRoche, another freshman. Moss drops the handoff, picks it back up, sheds a couple tacklers, and then dragged down in the backfield. Loss of about 3 on the carry.
Shabir Moss, we've been talking about him for the previous 4 games having positive yards, but it's been rough sledding for the young man tonight.
Yeah, finally found a team that could bottle him up.
Yeah. So they backed him up. I believe the ball is it on the 4?
I think it's on the 6.
6, okay.
Yep. 2nd and 13 for the Ironmen. Inside 2 minutes now. Chase Miller in the shotgun. I think that's Weston Bowers next to him. Play action fake to him. The throw to Sewell is off his hands and nearly intercepted, but the defender couldn't hold on to it either.
He had it briefly.
Yeah, both guys did. Sewell had it for a second, and then the cornerback had it. Looked like he was going to walk into the end zone, but maybe his eyes got too big before he controlled the ball, and it falls incomplete. So
at 1 minute and 15 seconds here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, 3rd and long coming up. Ironman trying to get the right guys in the formation. A couple of the freshmen come out.
Ironman out of timeouts.
Clock ticks inside a minute. Miller going to set up in the shotgun here on 3rd and long. All 3 receivers to the far side of the field. Shamir Moss, the back, next to Miller. Miller's going to run the quarterback draw. Shakes off a tackler, gets 3 or 4 yards to the 10. And that'll likely be the last play of the ball game here. I think they'll let the clock run out. And it was all Shelby here tonight, folks, at Rudisill Stadium. The Golden Lions come into town and win this conference opener over the Ironmen 70-0. We're going to step aside for just a moment. Danny's going to add up the stats over here, and then when we come back, we will wrap this thing up on the Dennis Willis Septic Service of Cherryville Stadium postgame show. So keep it right here on WCSL.
This Ashbrook defense, because they have done some really nice things on this drive. Again, Crest got down 1st and 10 on the Ashbrook 25, and there have been a couple of penalties, but then there's been a couple of pretty good plays made by Ashbrook as well. And so now it's 4th and 22.
Chargers going to go for it. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, and this Green Wave defense was talked about coming in, and they have played well. Husky's going to throw it deep out to Green.
And he caught it.
What a coach! That is one of the most amazing catches I've ever seen from a wide receiver.
That's a good catch.
I tell you, if you're gonna go, if you got a receiver to go get it, let Vari Green be the receiver to go get it. What a catch by that young man, and what a job by Husky to find him to put it out there.
37-yard touchdown pass, and what a great – well, first off, let's talk about what a good throw it was.
Yeah,
Again, that was a throw that he could get his hands on.
Yeah, absolutely. Green able to go up and get it. The throw from Husky. Chargers going to attempt the extra point here. Sanchez in to attempt the kick. Tell you what, young man shown why he is starting to get the college offers starting to roll in for this Crest junior. I tell you, Coach, for our county kids, any of our 4 teams, when you start to see one of those kids grow up and the game start to slow down for them, it is very exciting to watch, and we're seeing that happen for Green.
Absolutely.
It's time to kick is up, and the kick is no good. Hit the upright.
In Lincoln has been serving the Lincoln. Give them a
Definitely not needing that situation up big on TJ here in the fourth quarter.
Ball is now placed at the 24. New set of downs, 1st and 10. Thomas Jefferson needing to strike quickly. They're considerably down, 40-16. Wingo trying to drive them off sides. And now, on the snap of the ball, we do have a Boston Forest penalty flag.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. We got Kevin Hastings, Dennis Davis here. We're going to go through the scores that we got now. Post-game show coming up shortly. Let me go through the highlights as well that we have for the night, and then we'll go through those as I'm going to let Dennis read the scores, and then while we do that, we can have I'll show the highlights. Something's going on in the Crest Ashbrook game again. No. Didn't make it. All right. Thought he was going to make it there, Dennis, but
okay.
Didn't quite make it. All right, let me pull up some highlights for the folks at home as you I guess can you read them off the big board?
Yeah,
I do the highlights. Okay.
I'll read the
scroll back
scores.
down. All right, Dennis, as you go, I'll just scroll through. The people can look at it as we go.
Well, we've got a couple of finals in, Kevin. In a very early ending game tonight, Burns managed to squeak by 74-0.
Pull that mic up there, Dennis, a little bit. Pull the mic up.
Okay.
There you go. Yeah, you can jerk it up.
As I was saying, Burns managed to squeak by Highland Tech tonight, 74-0. The Golden Lions had mercy on Cherryville tonight, and they only beat them 70-0. So those 2 games are finals. We're still working on the Crest and Ashbrook Green Wave game, and currently Crest leads 33-17. In the Bessemer City Thomas Jefferson, that's not a final yet, is it?
No.
Okay, it's Bessemer City 40, Thomas Jefferson 16. In a game that has turned into a real slugfest, Bandy's and West Lincoln, it's 28-all. We've got the North Iredale Raiders against the Fred T. Ford Tigers, and we don't really have a score in that game yet, folks. It's East Lincoln Mustangs 14, Hickory Red Tornadoes 0 at this point. Patton Panthers 20, Polk County Wolverines 13. Hendersonville Bob Bearcats 28, RS Central Hilltoppers 8. It's the Bunker Hill Bears 7, the Lincolnton Wolves 0. Statesville Greyhounds 14-9 over the North Lincoln Knights in their new turf. We have the Brevard Blue Devils over the East Rutherford Cavaliers tonight, 40-6. Newton Conover is beating West Caldwell 29-0. We have the Maiden Blue Devils returning to form, 40-13 over East Burke. No score yet on that Pine Lake Prep Mountain Heritage. We do have a Christ the King over Carver tonight, 27-6 at this time. Lake Norman Charter Knights, 32-0 over the Union County Cardinals. We have Hunter Huskies giving Kings Mountain some fits tonight. Kings Mountain 29, Huskies 14. Nothing yet on the East Gaston Cherokee. We probably won't be hearing that until much later. It's Forest View. The Jaguars are storming back tonight. They are leading North Gaston 20-0. South Point 41, Kramer Storm 14. The Marvin Ridge Mavericks 41, the Alexander Central Cougars 3. High Brighton Panthers 21, and South Caldwell Spartans 14. It's the St. Stephen's Indians 35 and the West Iredell Warriors 12. Watauga Pioneers are recuperating from last week's loss to Bern, 35-7 over Ashe County. We have the Drone Wildcats tonight, 48-12 over Owen. And we've got the Community School of Davidson, 55, and Bishop McGinnis, 21. Freedom, 28, Central Cabarrus, 21. Kevin?
All right, Dennis. I'm gonna go ahead then and pull up the rest of the highlights with some. We'll add a little audio to the highlights. How about that? We'll get some cheers. This is North Lincoln going up 9-8 against Statesville. Then we got Kings Mountain taking a 19-7 lead right here. Quarterback, little screen pass. You know, from watching Kings Mountain all these years, Greg Lloyd likes his little screen passes there, Dennis.
He is prone to do that.
Noticed that or not. Third touchdown connection between Holmes and Duff made it 28-8. Yellow Jackets here against Jefferson. They're pulling away 40-16 late. Big pass by Holmes. Touchdown by Husky. Made it 19-14 Kings Mountain. Husk cut the lead to 5, and then that was the last time they would score that we saw was 29-14 now. This is Hendersonville going up 13-8. Bearcats on RS Central with 12 seconds left before the half. It's a late score for them. East Rutherford and Brevard. Brevard winning big tonight. This is East Rutherford getting on the board for their only score of the night. A little Wildcat play up the middle. 14-yard pass for the Griffons. Made it 28-16. Nice little back shoulder comebacker there for Thomas Jefferson. We'll turn some of that just a little bit. All right. Kings Mountain right there made it 22-14 right before the half with this field goal. First touchdown of the second half, 14-9. Statesville led, and that's the last score that I've had from there. It may have changed. We'll check on that here in just a minute. That's Statesville leading 14-9. This is 34-16. Holmes to Pettis. Kick no good. Made it 34-16. Yellow Jackets. You'll see Yellow Jackets airing it out this year. I like to see that. I'm sure the fans in Bessemer's having fun with that. It's been a long time since you've seen them passing the ball. Hendersonville goes up 21-8 with this nice little run off the left side. Cut back for the running back. Brevard making it 40-6 up the middle on East Rutherford. Holmes to Coleman this time made it 40-16 Yellow Jackets. It's Kings Mountain going up 29-14 against Husk. Who's he talking to? I hear Zach talking. What he's talking about? Hendersonville 35-8 up on Hardest Central right now. Dennis pulling away from the Hilltoppers.
And that's at RS.
Yes. Jefferson scoring again. This makes it 40-24 with 10 minutes to go in the game. Jefferson trying to stay in the ball game, Dennis. And then we'll go over here to Shannon's stuff for the Crest and Ashbrook highlights. Shannon Allen taking care of that for us tonight. So these are the Crest Ashbrook highlights. He missed the first touchdown, so we'll have to fuss at him. Let's see if I can get the scores up. Here we go. Handoff number 4 took it right up the middle on the Chargers there. This is Husky to Green for the touchdown. Wide open down the middle of the field. And Green scores on the almost tackle there.
Now, he's got to catch up. He had 5 touchdowns last week.
This is, let's see, quarterback keeper up the middle for Ashbrook. Then Ashbrook kicks a extra point. They went up 17-14, and that was the last time they scored, Dennis. So Ashbrook went up 17-14. Huss was down 14-19, and they both end up being down by 2 touchdowns here in the end of the game. This is a sack Shannon got a hold of. How about reverse Crest to just split the defenders? Malachi Addison on the 6-yard touchdown run. Now, this is supposed to be a really good play. Deep pass in the corner. Green goes up and just takes the ball, touchdown, lays it down.
He just got mossed.
Yeah, he pretty much did on that one, Dennis. You're about right. We'll watch that one more time. Husky threw it from the 44. It would have landed about the 2, so about 42 yards in the air for Husky. Touchdown, Green. Chargers up 33-17 last time we had. All right, folks, that's going to do it for the Red Zone channel. I want to thank everybody for watching the Red Zone channel tonight. Coming up next, live post-game show, KTCBroadcasting.com, live on YouTube on this channel. We'll be right back on this channel. We'll have all the final scores and highlights of tonight's action. We're going to talk to our announcers from all the local games on the radio. All right, we'll be back in a few minutes. KTCBroadcasting.com.
In the backfield, your quarterback scared, I see it in his eyes. Sent the receiver in motion, that's just a disguise. My linebackers, they stepping up, clog the hole, no letting up. Taking on no big blocks on 4th down, we get